Okay folks, hi there. So in this video I'm going to talk about a new topic, introducing it rather, okay? We'll talk about it in over 2 videos, but in this first video the basic introduction of the concept of it and one of the ways in which we calculate. So this is the slope of a line. So within coordinate geometry of the line you have a thing called the slope of a line, which is a measure of the steepness of a line. Now it's fairly straightforward. I'm just going to give an idea first of all, well, what do we mean when we talk about the slope of a line? So now if we're looking at a line, okay, and remember we're always leading from left to right, okay, if I've got a line, okay, it's not quite 45 degrees, if I had a line that was like a perfect 45 degree angle, that would be a slope of 1. This is slightly less, so that would probably be a slope of maybe 0.9. Now remember, m is the symbol for slope in maths. People often get confused and think the midpoint, which we've already discussed in another video, is the symbol for a slope, but no. In maths, we use the letter m specifically for slope. Okay. Now, if I have a line which is going up, it is positive. It has a, and by which I mean positive, it has a positive slope value. If I have a line that's going down, it has a negative slope value. Okay. So, if we look at this line here, that would be, it's pretty much perfect 45 degree angle. -1, okay? A fairly shallow line, not quite as steep, say something like this, would probably be m is equal to 1/2, okay? And the closer a value gets to horizontal, the smaller a slope value. So the flatter a line, the smaller the slope. Okay, the steeper the line, the bigger the slope. Okay, now, so that's the basic gist of what a slope line is. As I said, it's a measure of the steepness of a line. But if we want to measure something, that means we need to calculate. So how do you calculate the slope of a line? Well, it's fairly straightforward, okay? So if I just drew a very quick rough graph here. We have our x and our y, okay? So if I have 2 points, let's say A, which is a point 1, 1, and we have, say, B, which is the point, I don't know, 3, 4. Okay, the line connecting these 2 points, if I wanted to calculate the slope, I use a thing called rise over the run. So the rise is the number of boxes up or down. And the run is equal to the number of boxes left to right. That's that simple, okay? So, number of boxes up and down, number of boxes left, right. So if we start here, okay? We have the point 1, 1 and the point 3, 4. So if I want to go from 1 to 4 on a number line, I have to go 1, 2, 3 up. So my rise is equal to 3, okay? Now, if I wanted to, now it goes from 1, 1 to 3, 4. So I'm going from the value 1 on the x-axis to the value 3 on the x-axis. Okay, so to go from 1 to 3 is 2. So the slope of this line is 3 over 2. And it's that simple. There's your slope. That is my slope value. 3 over 2 or 1.5. Okay? Let's look at another example. Okay? So you got the point -4, 3, and then we've got the point -2, -3. Okay? I'm drawing this as a line segment for neatness, but this would actually be for lines or line segments, okay? So M is equal to rise over run. So our rise is up or down, okay? So to get from, now, by the way, this time this line is going down. So straight away I'm going to stick a minus in front of it because as we said above on the top of the page, if your line going from left to right is going down, it's a negative slope value. So stick a minus in straight away, okay? And then we've got a counter box. So if I want to get from -3 to +3 in a number line, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've got a rise of 6, okay? I've already stuck my minus in front, so you don't need to worry about is it +6 or -6. The whole thing is negative, okay? And then if I want to get going from left to right from -4 to -2 on a number line, it's 1, 2. So it's -6 divided by 2, which is 6 divided by 2 is 3. The slope of this line is -3. And that, folks, is how you do a slope using our simple rise over run formula. Okay? Things to remember. The flatter a line is, the smaller the slope value. Okay? The closer your slope value is to 0. A flat line has a slope of 0. A vertical line does not have a slope. It said that its slope is undefinable because you've got, basically you're dividing something by 0, because if it's completely vertical then it doesn't go left or right at all, and you can't divide anything by 0. So flat line is 0. Okay. Horizontal line, sorry, vertical line is undefinable. It doesn't have a slope. Okay. If our line is going down from left to right, it's a negative slope value. If our line is going up from left to right, it's a positive slope value. And the steeper the line is, the closer to vertical, the bigger the slope value. One way we can calculate slopes, the simplest way, is using this rise over run formula. The rise is how many spaces, boxes you have to go up or down to get from one point to the next on the y-axis. The run is how many spaces or boxes you have to go from left to right to get from one point to the next on the x-axis. And likewise, if my line is positive, then my answer is positive. If my answer is negative, stick a minus at the start and then do the sum as normal, and your answer is going to be a minus. So folks, I hope that helps clear stuff up. I will be doing another video in which I go into the other slope formula, okay, which we can also use. And yeah, keep up the good work. If you have any questions, email me or I'll talk to you in class. Okay, thanks everybody. Bye.